This is my second attempt at filming something, so hope it all comes out good. So I'm heading up to O'Brien's, dash Berryman, because it changes in the Berryman halfway through. So I'm going up through the back way. Probably have to Google it if you need to, but I'm heading towards Lancewood, which connects onto O'Brien's. Probably about an eighth of the way through O'Brien's. There are two ways to get to O'Brien's. This is the back way, which includes what we call the roller coaster. It's two big steep hills, really good. It's good fun. Doesn't pay the speed there though, so we're just turning left up here. 70k road through here. Now there's a few, probably about 4, 5, 40k or maybe 30k slow down points. On a bike you can kind of straighten them out. Coming the other way is the one that's got a double apex. You just may have to be a wee bit careful if you're moving along a wee bit. I tend to just go a wee tad over 70k through here, just to make it fun, because there's corners after all. Yeah, so it's a nice, it's a residential area set against the hills of Perth, WA. Yeah, so basically just take it easy through here really, because it is a residential area. See, here's one of the slow points here, so yeah, you can basically just on a bike almost make them into straights, but going the other way, there's two that sort of a double apex, and it's if you're travelling along a bit quicker, it could catch you out. We may look at that later if I remember to turn the camera back on. But yeah, just going through here at an easy pace. It's sort of like the 27th of December 2021. So I'm not expecting to see too many people out on the road. It's going to be 38 degrees. It's now sitting on about 28, 29. It could be even 30, but I mean it's all right up here. It's nice and cool at the moment, but I definitely want to be home before 11 or 12, because it's going to heat up. We've had the last 3 days that we've been over 40, and today's the first time it's going to be under 40. It's going to be apparently 38 degrees Celsius. So as you can see, we're going through these slow points. Yeah, just take it easy through here. I'm not doing 70, but then I may be doing less than 70, but I'm not. And yeah, just be careful. This is a residential area. Always be careful here, because sometimes cars pop out on the left here. Lancewood. And it is a 70k area because it is residential. So just up here we've got what we call a roller coaster. Well, everyone's termed it the roller coaster because it's like a roller coaster for cars and bikes. Yeah, they're very steep. Well, the first one's a lot steeper than the second one. The first one coming from this end. I've had a couple of mates go, yes, we do, back in the day, before the cops used to be out this neck of the woods, we used to hit it at some pretty phenomenal speeds, and I had a mate hit the bottom and it bottomed out and he lost all his bottom fairing, or just popped out. That's how steep it was, and I don't know, maybe his bike's suspension was a bit stuffed because it actually bounced down, and yeah, it hit the bottom of his fairing and it came to pieces. So this is the first of them. We're just coming up to now. Now on the camera it's probably not going to catch the steepness, but I'm telling you it's pretty steep and it's great fun. I'm not on the speed. Apparently someone died here, got killed here. I'm not sure how or why, but yeah, it is steep, and this is the first of them. So you got to hit, you only got to be 70k down that one. Most people don't, and we're just coming up to peak of it now, and then the road comes up to 80k up here, so just boost it up to 80k. And this is a more long drawn out one, this roller coaster or hill, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so we're coming up to O'Brien's. So what are we doing today is, I don't think anyone's ever, well, hopefully this footage will come out okay. I don't think anyone's ever done a working commentary through O'Brien's, Berryman. So I'm going to attempt to do walk through the actual road and some of its inconsistencies and some of the gotcha points. Yeah, so just coming up. So yeah, I'm not going to be going hard or fast or silly. I'm going to go a wee bit quicker in some areas. And I mean, down the straightaways up O'Brien's, I stick at the speed limit. I got pinged down here, probably about 8-9 months ago. No, it's probably a year ago now. And yeah, the sitting, I'll show you where, if I remember, I'll show you where I got pinged. Anyway, we're coming up to O'Brien's, T-junction up here. The right, you can come in from 2J Road, but as I said, we're coming through the back lane. Just be careful coming out here, because sometimes you get bikes coming out the right here. They really give the really thing it. Always double check. And we're on O'Brien's now. Yeah, so this corner's pretty good. Get through it. There's no major bumps. Just make sure you apex in. And then all the way down through here, you can move along pretty swiftly if you need to, because even this corner here, as long as you know it, you don't have to really button off. The road, it's all been widened through here, so it's pretty good. Just down through here, we've got a right-hander coming up. Another right-hander. I mean, you can take this a lot quicker. This one's pretty cool. Just hold it in. Now this 65k corners, well, you can take it a lot quicker than 65. You just got to hold the apex on the way out and come in and out. And then we got a 30k corner, left-hander coming up. Generally, I won't brake for coming into here because, but today I will. So I'm in third, usually it comes through second. Just hold it out here, hold it, then start coming in. And we got another 30k corner coming up here. I generally do this in second. And try and hold it out here. There is a bump mid-corner, so I'll show you where it is. Come out, and as you're coming in here, there's a bump right back where I said. If you're going through there at pace, just hold it in tight on that line, because your bike will move out a bit. Once if you're going through there a wee bit quicker than what I was, and yeah, a bit unsettling for the bike and for the rider. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert rider, by no means. I've done a couple of track days, and that doesn't make me much better, but I have been coming to O'Brien since 1996, and it's now 2021, or the end of. So, and I've seen all its changes here, and this is next 30k corner. We've got a bridge just coming out up just in front of us. So just always take it easy, because there's some of those cars, and someone's dumped the car there, and people have to give way coming up here. Now this corner coming up is a right-hander. I tend to take the outside line here, because right there's a bump, and it throws the bike out. And so you have to be really careful of that. Through here, well, you sort of got to make your own decision how quick you're going to go, but you always hold the outside line as long as you can. It's a nice corner, this one. Engine gravel on there. I don't know whether people throw it on there every morning, because there's always pea gravel there, so you've got to ride the drive line through, or the car line through, or else, yeah, you're going to get a bit unsettled. It's a nice corner. It's got some rippling in the middle, so when you come out and you're coming in, there's a few bumps just here, but that's okay, they're not that bad. And we've got a right-hander up here. You can hit this one at a bit of speed because it's not that sharp. It's the next one that you've got to be a bit wary of. So just coming up, drop down a gear. Not very hard today. She comes through in third, give it a big handful to hold it in the corner. And probably we're just coming up through the tail end of the twisties, as most people call them up here. And to me, that's probably the best part of O'Brien's, because it's got, you know, some great corners and a wee bit technical, so it's a lot better. Now this corner up here, it's like a double apex. When I first started coming up here, it kind of caught me out a few times, because you sort of got to, you're hitting it at a wee bit of speed, you've got to hold the outside line, because it's a double apex. Sitting now, we're just coming into the second apex now. So if you don't hold the outside line, you apex the first one tight, you come out and you're not really set up for the next corner, so you sort of got to watch yourself. And I think I said before, but I'll do it again. I've got a mate that's used to have a high bush, he's now got a ZX14 like me. Just back there, he went straight through into all that bush there. I mean, he didn't get hurt, but his bike got a bit mangled. It was busher at the time. And I said, what happened, mate? He goes, I just went blank. I couldn't remember where the road went. And I said, well, how can you not remember where a road goes? And lo and behold, about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I was going down Clack Line. Same thing, I had a couple of mates behind me, and I was riding along, and I said, God, I know there's a corner in here, you can't really take any quicker than, let's say, pretending at the moment, 120. If you take it any quicker than that, you're kind of pushing it. And one particular day, because I had my mates behind me, I was pushing along, I was going about 160. And I know, oh my God, I know there's a corner here that I've got to slow down for. When I go around the corner, there it was, bang. And any other bike, I think I would be living an alternative life by now, an alternative universe. I wouldn't be here. So, yeah. So it can happen. And I'm 60 now. Oh, this corner here, it's a 55. You can just take the apex, but just stay off the widening bit. So you hit that widening bit on the left there, it throws the bike out. But also back on that road, that corner, you can also have pea gravel. And it's usually there, and I generally, when I come through that corner, I'll take a car drive line through, so where the cars go through, they clear all the pea gravel of the road, and I'll take that line through, so I don't get unsettled with the pea gravel. But yeah, that's one of the main roads, main corners that does have pea gravel on, apart from the one I said back there that's going the other direction. Now this corner here, you can take it at a good pace, but it can catch you out. So you come in, hold it, and come out. And I sometimes think that that corner behind us should have a posted speed on it, like 70k. Because I've had a few mates follow me through there when I'm moving along a wee bit quicker, and I always tell them, if you're not comfortable with the road, or don't try and keep up with me, just ride at your own pace. And they come through there, and both of them almost come unstuck, almost went off the road, because it is a deceiving corner. Whereas this corner coming up now, it says 70k, and yet, well, it's got a warning that says 70k, and yet you can go through here quicker than the one behind us. And they should move that sign back to here, because this one here you can go a lot more quicker than 70k. Now up here is where Peter Brock, he's an Australian legend, Group A supercar driver. He come unstuck just where those arrows are in front. It's a funny corner. I respect the corner now, but since he's you always hold the apex, come in, and there's a little marker down here, you can come right in and hold it in, so you can get a good drive through there. And this is, they put a monument up for Brock, it's just over there. And yeah, a lot of people come here during, when it's his birthday. He's been dead for probably 10 years now. Well, they come here, or Holden Monaro, or anything with a Holden's up here on his birthday, and when he died, and they come up here, and a lot of people from over east, they come up here, they just come here to pay their respects to the legend, which he was. Great driver. Particularly if you want to look at 1987 in the wet over Bathurst, just Google it. Peter Brock, 1987 wet, and that guy was a master. He'd have it four-wheel drifting on the limit, right out to the edge of the track. No, he's on slicks. Everyone else is on wets, and he was just fanging it. It was just, yeah, he was the master. Peter, they used to call him Peter Perfect. Back onto the road. Right, this is a 65k. You can get through here quicker than 65, but once again, this usually has pea gravel on it, so just be wary. You may have to go through a car drive line. And the other thing is there's lots of gum nuts on this road as well. This corner here, it's pretty cool because it's sort of like a bank corner. You just hold it in, get right in tight. And it's not too bad actually. The 70k corner, you just got to watch the curve on the inside. They've got a concrete curve on this one on the inside. So when you come out, you hold it out, and you can start coming in. You can actually almost kiss those markers on the side of your helmet sometimes if you really want to push it. Not that I do, but I do. I would never do something like that. And this is another corner that usually has pea gravel on it. It's because of the traffic coming out from the left here, but today it hasn't got it. So we're safe. So up here we're coming up to a T-junction. Now this T-junction is called Berryman, so this is where O'Brien's changes to Berryman. I'm always very careful coming out of here. I always come to the left a wee bit because I've had times with bikes coming around here and they're coming too quick and they come across that line in the middle there. And I tend to stop here all the time because we've got bikes coming from left and right. To the left is another back way. And sometimes you've got guys coming over the hill here, back the direction behind us. And they're not mucking around, they're flying up here. Now, I was talking about me getting pinged. So it was 3 demerit points and the guy was sitting in there. It was a multi-nova. And yeah, 3 demerit points and $300. And then the next week, I got done for $200 and 1 demerit point. And I thought, I've never had a speeding ticket in like 20 years, and in 2 weeks I had 2 speeding tickets on my bike. Well, it wasn't this one, it was my other ZX14, and I couldn't believe it that my perfect license had 2 demerit points on it. So basically I had 4. And my job is, it's in service. I've got a company car and I always use it. So I can't really be speeding too like an idiot. So down here I've seen, on this road, particularly here, I've seen about 5 or 6 emus who I've had to pull up. I've seen echidnas. I've seen 4 echidnas crossing around here. This has got pea gravel here, so always drive on the drive line there. I think a lot of 4-wheel drives go into that middle of it to get a better apex, and it springs all the pea gravel up onto the road. So we're just coming down here. You've got to be careful down the bottom here. There's a road. It's called Reserve Road. Reserve Road is a back way into Gitchigana, and you drive. It's quite a nice road actually, and you can go through Reserve Road, and then you can basically go and grab a pie. So you hit 2J Road, turn left, and you're about 1 kilometre out of Gitchigana. It's a nice pie shop there. I actually prefer Baker Hill, but I'm not going there today. And as I said, this is Reserve Road here, to our right, and this is another corner that sometimes has pea gravel on it. It's particularly on the other side, and I honestly don't know how it gets on the other side as you're coming down that hill. There's usually pea gravel sitting on that corner there, so, and I don't know how it gets there because there's no way people can actually drive on that bit or get the gravel out. So yeah, no idea how it gets there. And this is another good corner of mine. Coming the other way, you've got to be careful in this corner. It turns and turns. Oh, this way, at least you can hold it. But the other way, yeah, you've got to be careful when you go that way. And then we sort of go away to straightaways up here. Take it easy. Yeah, as I said, I don't speed down straight. Anyone can go fast down a straight road. It's the corners I'm more interested. And you know, the cops, they like sitting on the end of straights or in the middle of straights to try and catch you out. And Perth WA, or all of you guys that live in Perth, it's double the merit points till I think it's the 10th of January next year. So it's the 27th now. So you just got to be very wary of what speeds you're doing at this time, because you're going to get double the merits. I had, and I got pinged doing 100. I was doing 100k back there, and I got pinged as an 80k zone. And I was very lucky just to get 3 demerit points, because he could have done me for more. Oh yeah, so this is a 50k corner coming, but it says 50k, but you can hold it in, and it flicks into a right-hander up here. And I mean, you just, as long as you hold your apex on the outside, it's a pretty good little corner, really. I don't mind it. And you can go a lot quicker than you need to, but yeah, as I said, it's double the merit points, so we're not going to be doing that. And don't really feel like it today. But it is a beautiful day. It's and it's not hot at all. It's perfect actually. I didn't think it would be, but I did leave home at 7:30 and to get up here, just to escape the heat, and I want to be home by at least 11 or 10:30. Yeah, get out of the heat. We had beautiful days. We sat at the beach last night. Had dinner down on the beach, watching the sunset drop. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, so as I said, these straights, yeah, just don't speed down them, just cruise down them. I mean, a lot of people do. I'll be cruising along here, I just flick my right leg out, let them go by, and they just just a blur. So we're coming up to the end of the straight. We've got like a right-hand corner. And that right-hand corner, you can take it at warp speed if you want, but then it moves into a left-hand corner that you've got to sort of be a wee bit wary of. Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult, the first right coming up. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. My bike's sitting on 82 Celsius at the moment. Usually when it's hot, these ZX14s, they run at around about 90, 98, around that zone. And I know a lot of new owners, they start freaking out, pull over, and I said, nah mate, I've had 3 of these and they all run up there. And I think everyone else that owns a ZX14s concurs, they do run hot. As long as you can hear the fans going, you're good, and of course you've got fluid in there. So it says 50k's here, but this first corner is not 50k. So you can pin the ears through on it if you want. And then you come up to the 50k corners, which you can go a wee bit quicker than 50k if you want. There's a curb on this corner here. So I generally just hold it in, because it comes up to a T-junction. And the T-junction up to 2J Road. So you can come here, and you can almost, sometimes, if you really bang it, you can come right down, hold your bike and almost hit those freaking reflectors on the side of your head. So this is 2J Road. Let's pull over here. And I was about to stop the video, actually just do a walk around on my bike, because I've never done it on one of the with this camera. So let's see what it looks like actually. Let's put the peg down. So these ZX14s, when you put your foot peg, swinging arm down here. They're famous for not locking in. I lost one bike, it got written off because I was just stationary and it locked in. So if you can see this is my bike. It's a 2013, no actually, yeah, I think it is, might be a bit, yeah. And actually I thought it was a bit later, but it's not, just remembered. And yeah, I've had it for about 2 years. I got it off a mate, belongs to the ZX14 club. And that's the, I've got 2 brothers sitting on it. And yeah, it's been dynoed at quite a good setting. Can't remember, 211 or something kilowatts. Anyway, I'm finishing this video.